import files from computer. My PDF files are already available in my system. So I will select this import files from computer. I have selected and I will import these two files into my system. And before that, I will go to my downloads folder and discuss few points. Right. Now this is my downloads folder. Look at the article name, the file name. The file name reads, or I will list this. Yes. The file name reads 1_s2.0 hyphen s0 subtext, then name, main. Then the second article, the file name is 731 article text 31912. So two articles we have downloaded. They are sourced from Mendeley database. Like this, whenever we find articles, we will keep downloading. In my case, when I registered for my Ph.D. in Pondicherry University gives access to a lot of databases. So the moment I registered, I discussed with my guide and identified a research problem. Then professor asked me to do the literature survey. Since I have been exposed to enormous amount of articles through the databases, I started downloading. Daily, day in, day out, downloading only will be happening. So over a period of time, there were larger number of articles, maybe hundreds or thousands of articles downloaded. Sometimes some other work will pop up. Then that downloading gets stopped. We'll focus on some other work and then again come to downloading the article. Downloading is not sufficient enough for scholarly writing. We need to read and we need to take notes. Even if you look at this download folder, there are a lot of articles or a lot of files. Later stage, when I come to my articles folder, I do not know what file is that, what article is that. So what usually we will do, we will open the article. I am opening, it is getting opened. We will open the article and we will rename the file. For example, this is use of ChatGPT in academia. I will copy the title. and I will rename the file, thinking that if I know the file name at later stage, whenever I want to read an article in a particular topic, it becomes easier for me to read the file name and open the article and read. The same manner, I will rename the second article. This is from another journal and the article title is ChatGPT in Higher Education, Consideration for Academic Integrity. I'll close this. ChatGPT in Higher Education. I have renamed the file. In my case, it is only two articles and I have renamed them in 1 or 2 minutes. And in our case, we have downloaded a lot of articles, hundreds of articles, and renaming them is going to consume quite a lot of time. And again, it is a monotonous task. It is not an interesting task. So what to do? Now, the reference management software helps us to organize all our e-resources. First, the reference management software helps us to source resources for our scholarly writing. Next, the reference management software helps us to organize all our e-resources. Quickly, I will demonstrate that. We will go back to the software, go to add new, import files from computer, select the files. In my case, I will select these two articles and I will look for some other files also. Yes, here there are some files. I will select 3. This is also for my research 4. and this is also for my research. Fine. So I have selected 5 PDF files. Click open. I will do it again. Add files, import files. I must know the location of my files. In my case, it is in the downloads folder. I have selected the items which I want to import. Then I have clicked open and see what has happened. We have imported 5 items. The 5 items are listed here. You can see the software has captured the metadata from the files and it has organized neatly for us. Look at this. Bin Naswan S. Sadalla, year 2023, title Use of ChatGPT in Academia, Academic Integrity Hangs in the Balance, source Technology in Society, time added 4:20 p.m. and is there a PDF file associated with this entry? Yes, a PDF file is associated. You can see the tick mark. Even if you import some hundreds of files, yes, you can import into Mendeley library and Mendeley captures the metadata from the article and it neatly organizes for us. At later stage, whenever you want to read, yes, you know the file name, you can just open the file here itself and you can read. It is well organized for the scholar and it is going to save a lot of time which we can use in other productive work. You can see that the second entry, author name is missing and the source is also missing. Year 2023, ChatGPT and Artificial Intelligence in Higher Education, Quick Start Guide. But these 2 details are missing. Author name and source name is missing. We'll see what has happened. Double click on the entry. Double click on the entry. The PDF file gets opened here. Depending on your internet speed, the PDF file gets opened. In my case, yes, it has opened. This is the PDF file. It is from the UNESCO, International Institute for Higher Education in Latin America and the Caribbean. The title of the file, the document is ChatGPT and Artificial Intelligence in Higher Education Quick Start Guide that already Mendeley has captured. But author name and source was missing. We'll scroll down and see if there are any authors associated with this document. Yes, the authors are Emma Zabzelivia and Ariana Valentini. These are the authors, but Mendeley failed to capture the author names. In such cases, we can open the PDF file, look for the author names. If author names are there, we can copy and paste. We can update the entry manually. In my case, I will copy the first author. And here, a point to note is, if there are multiple authors, we need to copy and paste the authors one by one. If the file is copy protected, then we need to type the author names manually. When we open the file, you can see one icon called info. Now I will select this info. This has the information pertaining to my article. Click info. The info is appearing here. Now what we need to feed? We need to feed the author names. I will copy the author name, the first author, select the author name, right click and Control C also you can use, or here you can change the icon. Here the select icon is here, hand icon is here. I have already copied using Control C. I will paste the author names. Pasted, and you need to press the enter button. Once we press the enter, the author name gets updated automatically. Then I will select the second author, Control C. I have copied, then click this author and paste the second author name. Enter, paste the second author name and again enter. So we have filled the author names. Source was missing. What is the source? The source is UNESCO Publishing. You can see here. Published in 2023 by the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. That is the source. We can use either the full name or the shorter name. Copy. Then here already it has picked up. And page numbers, we can see the number of pages and fill in the page numbers. Add information. The institution, the report is from UNESCO, and this entry is asking for the city. We need to look for the city here and we can feed the information. So like this, whenever some informations are missing, we can feed them manually. So city is available here. I should search and fill. Okay. Then day and other things. Whatever information it is asking, if it is available from the PDF document, we can update the details manually. One more thing. Mendeley has rightly captured this file as a report. So we will be using different types of files like journal article, book chapter, then web pages, a report. In our case, Mendeley has rightly classified this file or identified this file as a report. If not, we need to select this. Here you can see small arrow. Select that arrow and these are the document types supported by Mendeley. You can see a bill, book section, case, computer program, conference proceedings, encyclopedia articles. Then you have newspaper article, journal article, magazine, and ours is report. Mendeley has by default identified that as a report. The moment we close this, whatever the update we have made, it gets updated automatically. Here you can see a close button. In Mendeley, there is no undo button and there is no save button. Whatever we whatever the changes we make in the file, it gets incorporated automatically. And still you can see the source is not available there. For reports, the source will not be reflecting here in the article. For source, it will not be reflecting here. But for journal articles and for newspaper articles, the sources will be available. We have already given the source as UNESCO. Okay. I see few people raising the hands. If you have any queries that can be posted in the chat box, or if you are watching live on the YouTube, you can post your comments or queries in the comment section and we will definitely address those queries. Shall we move on? Okay. Next, we have downloaded 4 or 5 articles or 4 or 5 files and we have brought into the library. For many of us, already we have the folders in our systems exclusively for our research articles. How to bring the folders into Mendeley library? In my case, I have a folder named NSB sample articles and this folder has, okay. I will select few articles from here. Right. And this is my sample folder for this session, and it has 10 items. It has 10 items. Look at the file names: 1-S2, 1-S2, 2, 3, 4, then ChatGPT 1, then Barnhart 2016, Alice 4, formatted. These are the file names. So with the file names, it will be highly difficult for us to know what is there in the PDF file. What we will do now, we will try to import these 10 files by a click. My PDF articles are there in the NSD sample articles folder. It is available in the desktop. We will go to the library, click add new. Earlier we have selected import files from computer. Now we have a folder exclusively having our resources for scholarly writing for our paper. We can select this import folder, desktop. This is my folder. Just select the folder and click upload and wait. So whatever the documents available in the folder, all are getting updated into our library. Depending on the speed of your internet, the download will take place. In my case, already many items have been downloaded. Here you can see the green tick mark. If it is not happening, then you can manually click those arrows. Here you can see the arrows. Then the PDF files gets imported into the library. So this is how we need to bring the PDF files available in our system. We can bring the files one by one or by randomly selecting, or we can bring the files by a single click from the folder. If our folder has articles or PDF files related to our research, then we can directly import files from the folders. Right. So you can see the tick marks. All the items that are in the folder came into the library. Again, you can see some empty spaces here. For this, the third entry, source is missing. For this entry, author name is missing. And for this particular entry, again, source is missing. We can inspect that manually and we can feed in the details. We have imported 10 items, and among the 10 items, for 3 items, Mendeley couldn't capture the metadata. One reason is the file may not be in a standard or in an international format. Under such conditions, Mendeley failed to capture the information, especially thesis. Thesis, we will not follow a standard template across India or across different countries. So Mendeley sometimes fails to capture the metadata from those files. But whenever a file is in the standard, that international format or international standard formats, then by default, Mendeley can capture those informations, and it can save quite a lot of time for us. So we have seen two things. One is downloading files through Mendeley Reference Manager, the database. Next, how to import the files into Mendeley software. We have seen two things. So these two are the functions of Reference Manager. One is to source articles for our research and to organize those articles. We'll still use some other features of Mendeley. We will quickly go to the online account. This is our online account. So what we have done, we have selected few items and we have added into our library. Right. Now we'll go to this second item, ChatGPT and academic integrity. This is not open source. The PDF file is not available, but we are interested in the abstract and other information for this article. What we will do, we will click this add to library. Here you can see one icon. or button, add to library. I will click that. I'm clicking. There you can see the progress, and now it is changed to view in library. The fourth entry, chat GPT and academic integrity in nursing and health sciences education. Yes, I want this article. Click add to library. It gets added. ChatGPT and the rise of generative AI, threat to academic integrity. It is open access article, and I want this in my library. So instead of downloading and uploading into the library, just I can click add to library, and this item gets added. So we have added 2 references and 1 open access file. One more we will add. Chatting and cheating, ensuring academic integrity in the era of ChatGPT. I will add this to our library. Just click add to library. It gets added into the library. We have added 4 items. 2 items, no PDF files is available, and for remaining 2 items, PDF files is available. We have added. We'll go to the online library. Earlier, we have been working on our software, the system. Now we are working on the online library. So we will click this library. It is getting loaded. Yes. We can see the sync. The sync is happening. Sync is happening. Sync all the changes that we made in the software library. It's getting synced with the online library. You can see the time. You can see the time. 4:36, 4:36, 4:35. Just now, these 4 articles have been added. By default, the PDF files attached also should come, but somehow it does not come. We'll fix that. Okay, so now you know, without downloading or without copy pasting somewhere, we can directly add references into our library. This is the second way. One is downloading and adding. The other one is just by clicking in the Mendeley database, we can add references into our library. This is our online account. We will go back to the software. I'll open the software. This is my software. And I will click this sync. Since the system is already connected to the internet, automatically the changes got affected into the library. That is in my system. Right. We will go back to the online account. We'll go to Mendeley Reference Manager. Like any other reference manager, we'll go back. Yes. Like any other database, here you can see the filtering options. I want only journal article. I can click this. Only journal article. I want only open source articles. Here you can see the open access. Select open access. 44 entries are there for this keyword. ChatGPT and academic integrity. Only journal articles and full text articles. So 44 articles are available, and all the articles are from the year 2023 only. Because ChatGPT launched in 2022, the end of 2022, November 2022. Then in 2023, people started writing, and we have 44 articles. Now by just clicking add to library, these 44 articles can be added directly into our library. We can use the filtering options. It is similar to the advanced search options in any research databases. Next, what we will do, we will use Google Scholar to fetch articles, and we will see how Mendeley Reference Manager can help us in that task and can save our time. Click, I will go to Google Scholar, scholar.google.com. My keyword is ChatGPT and academic integrity. ChatGPT and academic integrity. Advanced search options are available here. If you want to apply those options, you can apply. But for time being, I'm not doing that. I want to bring these articles into my Mendeley library. Two ways we can do. One is downloading them and importing them into the library, or we can do it directly. I am already in the search page. I'm already in the database. We'll see how these entries can be brought into our library. For that, we need to enable Mendeley Web Importer plugin. Mendeley Web Importer plugin. This plugin helps us to bring articles from other databases into the library. The plugin can be installed by going to these tools. You can see an option called tools. Under tools, you have this install Mendeley Web Importer. Select this install Mendeley Web Importer. It will take you to the browser, your default browser, and from the browser, you can enable this plugin. In my case, I am using Google Chrome. So I will enable the plugin from Google Chrome. Search for Mendeley Web Importer. Mendeley Web Importer for Chrome, because I am using Google Chrome. Mendeley Web Importer is available for Microsoft Edge. It is also available for Mozilla Firefox, and for any other browsers, you can check Google. But in my case, I am using Chrome and I am selecting Mendeley Web Importer for Chrome. You can see the first listing. Select that, Mendeley Web Importer. Here you can see this icon, remove from Chrome. Already I have added this extension into my Chrome. So it is appearing as remove from Chrome. If you are doing for the first time, it will look as add to Chrome. I have already added this to Chrome. And where it will be available? Here you can see the icon. This icon is for the extensions. In your browser, this icon is available. For other browsers, you can see three dots at the topmost right corner. If you click these three dots, then go down, you can see this extensions, then manage extension. I'm repeating, the extension, whatever I have added, is available under this icon. If it is not available directly here, go to the options, these three dots, then extensions, click manage extensions, and your extensions will be available. I will click this extension icon. Then this Mendeley Web Importer, I'm interested. I will open the database. Then I will select this extension and enable Mendeley Web Importer. See what is happening. The web importer is getting loaded. Extensions, Mendeley web importer. Yes. It is getting loaded. As I mentioned earlier, it depends on the internet speed. 10 references are listed here. 10 references are listed here. And whatever listings appear in our screen, that gets reflected here within the Mendeley web importer. When you are doing it for the first time, you need to sign in to the Mendeley account. In my case, already I have signed in, and so it doesn't prompt me for signing in. You can see one icon, select all. If I click this select all, then all the 10 listings will be added into my library. I don't want to do that. I want to go through the title. If the title is relevant for my study, then I will import the references into my library. The first entry, chatting and cheating, ensuring academic integrity in the era of ChatGPT. PDF file is available. I want that article. I have selected. Scroll down. An overview of the capabilities of ChatGPT for medical writing and its implications for academic integrity. Yes, I want that. Again, the PDF file is available. Use of ChatGPT in academia, academic integrity hangs in the balance. Already I have this entry in my library, but still we'll select and see what is happening. I'm selecting. And the fourth one, ChatGPT in higher education, consideration for academic integrity and student learning. No PDF is available. I'm selecting it. Out of the 10 items, we have selected 4 items. Once we select, click add to library. Click add to Mendeley. Yes, I've selected. And the references, you can see the tick mark. PDF file is added. Reference is also added. PDF file added, reference added. You can see a small green tick. Then for these 2 entries, PDF file is not available. Only reference is imported into the library. We'll go back to the library, that online library. Here you can see this icon or button. We added 4 entries. Library is getting loaded. Yes. See the time? Sync. I will sync this. It's getting synced. 449. Now should appear here. Again, sync. It's loading. Refreshing again. Added. We'll check the reference. The reference is use of ChatGPT. I will search. Added. Use of ChatGPT in academia. Academic integrity hangs in the balance. Already added. You can see this icon. the PDF icon because we have imported the PDF file also. Now we will go to the system library. We have added 4 entries. I believe these are the 4 entries. Okay. Now it is being synced. So using Mendeley Web Importer, we can import articles or references from any databases. In our case, we have access to EBSCO. You may have access to JSTOR or some other databases, PubMed. Any databases, Mendeley can fetch articles or the references into library. Not only articles, any web pages. If you are reading a web page and you want the web page into your Mendeley library, you can just enable the extension and click add to library. The web page automatically gets added as a reference into your Mendeley library. This is how you can use Mendeley Web Importer to source articles for your academic writing or for your research. So this is one of the major functions of a reference management software, where it helps us to source research articles for our research. Next, we have seen how to organize these files. Then one more thing is, there are times where we use a particular reference management software. We are not satisfied with that reference management software and we want to migrate to some other reference management software. In some cases, let us say we had license to EndNote, but license got ended, and we want to migrate to some open source reference management software. So in that case, we want to import all the contents of our library. That can be done. First, whatever the library we are in, whatever the reference management software, the files needs to be exported. Export from your existing reference management software, and then you can import the files into the software which you want to migrate. How to export the files? If you want to export all these entries, you can see one icon here. Just click that icon. When you click that, other features gets enabled. Here you can see these features. I will remove the tick mark and all these additional features will go. And checking this box, you can see the additional features. One is organize. Organize. Then the other is mark as. Then copy as. You can see here export. I want to export these files because I am going to migrate from one reference management software to some other reference management software. So click this export. You can see the file formats: BibTeX, EndNote, Microsoft Word, RIS, Research Information Systems. The Research Information Systems file and BibTeX file formats are some of the most widely used file formats in reference management. These file formats are accepted by majority of the reference management softwares. Therefore, we can export our files as RIS format, which is Research Information Systems format. I will click this. It will ask for a location. I want to add this in desktop, and the file name is export. File name is export. Click save, and the file gets saved in our desktop. Here you can see a file. The name of the file is export. This single file export has information related to all the 19 files in our library. All the 19 files information is available in this single file. When we migrate to some other database, some other reference management software, we can go to the add new icon and add this as a file, and all the 19 items appear in your library. Quickly I will demonstrate, but not with this file because it will duplicate. We will do it with some other items. Okay. We have searched this. We'll scroll down. And this one, ChatGPT and academic integrity in nursing and health science education. You can see one icon, cite. I'll select that icon. Once we select that, we can, earlier we used to copy this and paste in our thesis or research article. You can see the file formats, BibTeX, EndNote, Reference Manager, RefWorks. This Reference Manager will be in RS format, Research Information System format. I will click this. The moment I click this, this entry gets downloaded. The file name is Scholar1. I'll close this. One another entry, emerging research and policy themes on academic integrity in the age of ChatGPT and generative AI. I'll click this cite icon. You can see the reference manager. Select that. The item gets downloaded and the name of the file is Scholar parenthesis 2. I have downloaded 2 references. Now we'll see how to bring these 2 references into our library. We will go back to the software, add new, import from library, the third option, import from library. What is the file format we have downloaded? We have downloaded in RIS format. Click that format and it is available in the downloads folder. Scholar1, Scholar2 and one another file Scholar is there. I downloaded it earlier. I will select all these 3 files. Scholar, Scholar1, Scholar2 are the 3 entries. Select open and these 3 files gets added into the library. So whenever you want to migrate from some other reference managers, you can use this import from library option and you can add into your library. Right. But the PDF files are not available. At later stage, if you can have access to the PDF files, then the PDF files can be linked manually. For example, I want the PDF files in this entry. Select the entry. The info is available. ChatGPT and academic integrity in nursing and health sciences education. Scroll down. Here you can see the files icon. Select this files icon. Then it will take you to your computer folders. Wherever the PDF file is available, select the PDF file and click open. The file gets attached automatically. Now we don't have access to the file, but later stage, if you have access to the file, then you can import the file or attach the file manually by clicking on this entry. So this is one another option how we can add the entry into Mendeley Reference Manager. I will go back to the add new function. Questions? I'll demonstrate one another option under this adding files. Then we will take up the questions. Go to add new. Suppose, let us assume we have a book and this entry is not available online. We need to create ourselves the book. Physical copy only available. No online entry is available. We need to, and I want to use some of these articles in my research paper. So I want the reference because I need to give the credit to the original authors. So what I have to do, I have to create the entry manually. Add new. Here you can see one icon, add reference, select add reference manually. First add new. Online entry is not available. So we want to add manually. So select add reference manually. Add reference manually. Identifiers RXBID, DOI, PMID not available for this book. Reference type. Reference type, it is not the journal, it is a book. Scroll down, select book. Title of the book. Title of the book is Research Challenges in Business Analytics. Research Challenges in Business Analytics. Authors. 2 authors are available. You can see the authors. S. Harish, one author. The second author is also available. Add another author, Periyaswamy Madhivanan. Here, the first name is father's name. Second name is the author name. Added. Then year. Year, you will look and see for the year. Year is 2023. Pages, it has some 102 pages. So pages 1 to 102. Volume, no volume. Edition, yes, it is mentioned as first edition. First edition. Editors, no editors. City, for books, city must be available. Hyderabad. And publisher, Paramount Publishers. Scroll down. Month, day, abstract, if anything is available, then we can include in the. No month, no date is available. For time being, we will leave it blank. Then select add entry, and the entry gets added here. K.S. Harish, Periyaswamy Madhivanan, 2023, Research Challenges in Business Analytics. Source, usually for books and some other file types, source is not displayed here. Okay, here we will stop for any questions. Over to Professor Mohan Sundaram.
Thank you, sir. We had we have received lots of questions. Let me read out the questions one by one. The first question is, if we have 50 files by the name ChatGPT, is it not easy to find out one specific in later stage? One specific in later stage. It's not clearly written. So I can get it that if we have 50 files in the same name, is it easy to find a specific file in a later stage?
Yes. That will come a little later. Yes, we can do that. That will come a little later. Because whatever we have already demonstrated, there are any questions on that? Yes, please. Otherwise, other functions, yes, we will demonstrate now.
The next question is, after uploading in library, is it okay if we delete the PDF file from our system?
Yes, you can delete it. Yes, you can delete it.
The third question is, do we need to do when author's name or not? What do we need to do when the author's name is not there in the report?
Author's name may not be available. but the institution, when authors' names are not there in the report, it means the institution has produced the report. Institution name must be given as author. For example, in Indian context, NISM, they release lot of reports. Then we put NISM. In the current report which I have displayed, UNESCO is the contributor. UNESCO, you have to give UNESCO as the author name.
The next question is, how can I move or copy and paste any PDF from one folder to another folder?
Yes, that we have not demonstrated, which we will demonstrate now.
Next question is, when pasting the author details, do you need to put last name first and then first name?
As it appears in the article, the same order, you copy and paste and press enter. Mendeley will take care of the first name and second name of the authors. But only concern is, however, in whatever the form the author name appears in the original document, same type we have to follow.
And next one is, please repeat the process to add to the folder.
Yes.
We'll come to that later. So we'll cover other questions.
Yes.
Then we'll come to this. So does Mendeley support two ways of syncing? That is, when the changes are made online, is it reflecting in the system folders?
Yes. The moment we connect our system to internet, sync happens automatically.
Then what is the difference between collection and a group? I think I have replied this.
We will come to that little later. Yes.
Next question is, can we make notes, highlight?
Yes, we can do that. Yes. We will demonstrate that now. We have time. We have 20 more minutes.
The next question is about this Mendeley software. What are all the limitations of Mendeley Reference Manager?
That we will cover tomorrow.
Okay. And there are few comments asking you to repeat some steps. I don't know which step. They didn't mention anything. So if you can type which step needs to be repeated, then I'll convey it. That's all. Or to your answer.
Yes, we will continue. Thank you so much for those questions. Whatever we have covered already, first we will take up that, then other features will move forward. How to add folder? Add new, import folders. Locate the folder, select open, the articles in the folder comes into the system. Okay, add new, import files from computer or individual files, import folders from computer. We can directly import the folder. Whatever items are there in the folder comes into the library automatically. Right. Then add reference manually also we have seen now. We will move on to additional features. One is this collections. The collections are the folders which we can maintain within our library, because we will work on different papers. So each paper might require different articles. Under such conditions, we will want to maintain different folders for different work. Sometimes we wanted to maintain variable-wise folder. Our study may have more variables, and for each variable, we want to keep the articles separately. That is creating a folder within our library. We will go to this collection. And we can create folders. One of the participants was asking about searching. If I have 50 or 55 articles, the same name, ChatGPT, can I segregate that? Yes, we can segregate. Go to this search, go to this search, go to this search, search in all references. I want to have the word integrity. I want to have the word integrity. I've typed the word integrity in the search box and click this lens. Just up here. Sing this. Search. Integrity. Okay. Actually, when I type the integrity, the files having the name integrity, that is the article title. First, Mendeley searches in the article title. Then it searches in the abstract. Then in the keywords. Then the body of the article, the text. And finally in the references. So wherever the word integrity appears, then the files are sorted in the order of title, abstract, keywords, and body of the article, and finally in the references. Once the article gets listed, then we can select the articles and create in the folder, have them in the folder. What I will do, first I will create the folder. You can go to collections. Under collections, select this new collection. Select new collection. Type the label for your new collection. The label is, let us say, academic integrity. Academic integrity is the title of the folder. After typing the label, the keyword, press enter. One new folder is created. The new folder name is academic integrity. Now we will bring in articles into this folder. The search function, maybe in my case it is not working now. So manually I will do that. Academic integrity word is appearing in this item. Use of ChatGPT in academia, academic integrity. I'm selecting. The third entry, academic integrity is there. Fourth entry is there. Okay. Let us assume these three entries are related to academic integrity. I have selected these five entries. I can drag. I have selected the five entries and I am dragging. You can see this icon. I will drag and leave it inside this folder. I have selected the five entries which I want to have in a separate folder. I have dragged and dropped into this folder. Now I will click this collection or folder, academic integrity. All references. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At one go, all items, whatever selected, must go. But anyway, sorry, in my case it is not going, it has to go. This is one way of adding files into new folders. The another way is references. References, I have selected all references. I'll select few items. 1, 2, 3, another 3 items. Here you can see this tab, organize enabled. Select organize. Select organize. You can see add to collection. Select add to collection. Then we have only one collection or only one folder. Select academic integrity. Click add. Earlier there were 2 items. Now I have selected 3 items and added through this organize option, academic integrity, and all 5 items are available. So this is how you can create folders and have or move your articles. In this case, only one PDF is available and the reference appears within the folder. If you feel you have added the entry by mistake, then select that entry. Only one entry is selected. Then you can see this move to trash. Select that. The items get removed from the folder. If you feel you have deleted by mistake, go to this trash. This item is there in the trash. Select this item. Then click restore or delete permanently. You don't want the entry. In my case, I want the entry. So I will select restore. Go back to the academic integrity folder. Now we have all the 5 entries. I am repeating this. Go to the references. Go to the references. Select the items which you want in a separate folder. 1, 2, 3 items I am selecting. Organize. Add to collection. My collection name is academic integrity and click add. Go to the folder named academic integrity. Already we had 5 items. Now we have 8 items. This is how you can create folders and have the items in the folders. One another question was about taking notes or reading the files. This is the third function of a reference manager. First, it helps us to source articles for our research. Second, it helps us to organize all our e-resources which we'll be using in our research. And the third one is it helps us to maintain our notes within the software itself. How to do that? We'll go to the references, or they can be here in our folder, that is academic integrity. These 3 items are having a PDF file associated with that entry. Double click and open the PDF file. The moment we double click, the PDF file gets open here. When we open the PDF file, you can see the additional options enabled here. One is this icon, then hand icon, then this highlight icon. Here you can see the zoom icon. If you want to zoom, yes, you can click and make it larger. You can also zoom in and zoom out. You can zoom out. I have selected this highlight icon and the color yellow color. You can choose any color. I will choose red color. When you are reading, you want to take any notes, then you can first highlight and then later stage you can also take notes. For example, this article employed unified theory of acceptance and use of technology. We will highlight that. So I'm just selecting the area which I want to highlight. Already it is appearing in that red color. You want to have in yellow color, select yellow color. Sample size is 503. I want to highlight the sample size. It is visible in yellow color, may not be visible to you, but for me, already I have highlighted. Whenever you want to highlight, first select this pencil mark, then choose the color of your choice and you can highlight. As you will highlight the highlighter in a physical copy of your article. Why you have highlighted? I want to add a sticky note. Select this sticky note icon and click on the place where you want to have the notes or comments. I have clicked here. Then I will add my comment. This paper employed, UT model. I have added a comment. This comment, this highlight, they get saved automatically. You can add comments. If you want to take notes, click this info. You can see the info here. Click info. Go to annotations. The annotations highlight what are the comments that I have made. So I have 2 times I have clicked. The comments is appearing here. If you want to delete, you can see 3 dots here in each of the comments. Select these 3 dots, that is options, and click delete. The comments gets deleted. Then you can see one another tab. The tab is notebook. Select the notebook tab, and here under annotations, you can take notes here. This paper or this article employed UT model using a sample of 503 university students, and whatever you want to write regarding this article, you can maintain notes. The moment you close this, whatever the changes you made to this article, it gets incorporated automatically. This is how we can take notes, we can highlight, we can insert comments within the reference management software. This is one another function of a reference management software. It helps us to source articles. It helps us to organize our e-resources, and it helps us to maintain notes. In some articles, we may have notes. Some articles, we may not have notes. Taking notes within the article or in the article helps us while consolidating our review of literature, while consolidating our findings and discussions. What we can do is, we can add a keyword to this article so that at later stage, it becomes easier for us to locate the articles which are having the comments. Go to this info. Under info, again you click this info tab. Under the info tab, you can see an icon called tag. T-A-G-S, tags. The tags is the unique identifier that we can give to the article. Here, in my case, I will give a tag name as, I'll select that plus, and the tag name can be my notes, indicating that this article is having some notes which I have taken. You can also add more than one tag. For example, one tag is my notes, then separate this using a semicolon, and you can add another keyword. Another keyword which I want to add is UT model. This is another tag assigned. As I told earlier, whatever the changes you make in Mendeley, it gets saved automatically. Just you can close this and the changes gets saved. I will close this. The moment we close, the software takes us to the library. Here we'll click this all references. These are all the items which we have in our library. This Mendeley software helps us to organize all our e-resources. It also helps us with sorting the files. I have seen some of the participants are from history department. In some area of study, it requires that we want to present the review of literature section in a chronological order as it has happened in the past. The same way, we need to document the review of literature. In the past, some of the senior professors attending this session may know They will maintain a card for each of this entry. Each entry will have a card. In that card, we'll have author name, the year, the article title, name of the journal, page numbers, all those things. Let us say they have some 130 articles. If they want to present the 130 articles in a chronological order, then the scholar would rearrange the cards one by one in the chronological order. If he or she wants to present in a reverse chronological order, again the scholar would use the numbers of the years and resort all the cards in a reverse chronological order. Using a reference management software, just by a click, we can sort chronological or reverse chronological order. Here you can see authors, year, title, source. Just click on any of these. In my case, I want to sort the articles in a chronological order. Just click once on the year. It has arranged chronologically. For this entry, year is missing. We need to feed manually. Now see the order: 2017, 2020, 2022, 2023. Click one more time. It gets arranged in the reverse chronological order. That is latest first. 2024, 2023, 2023, and finally 2022, 2020, and 2017. If you want to present your review in a chronological or reverse chronological order, this will help you. Some articles might be your favorite articles, or some article might be very close to your research. For such articles, you can use this favorites, star. You can give stars. For example, this article is my favorite article, or it is very close to my research. I have clicked once and a star has been added. Again, this one, Sri A 2023. This also very close to my research. So I have selected this with a star. Then one another article, 2017, psychological teaching learning contracts. Yes, I want that, star. We can sort our articles based on these favorites also. Just click once here, then all the items will be sorted based on our favorites. Or we can filter using the favorites also. This is how we can give unique tags or unique identity to our articles, so that at later stage it becomes easier for us to filter those articles. You can see the green icons. The green icons indicate that the article is not open even once. The article is not read, and some dots are not there. That means we have opened the article and we have read that article at least once. At least we opened that. That is indicated by the green dots. If dot is there, then the article is not read, or if dot is not there, article is read. Here you can see I have right click and some of the options are there, marked as unread. Unread means the green dot is available. Mark read. Yes. So none of the articles in my folder I have read earlier. It is indicated by these green dots. You can see this filtering option. Filters. We have seen the sorting options. Now we will look at the filtering options. The filters. We can filter by author names. We can filter by tags. Tags is the unique keyword which we have added to the article. So select the tags, and these are the tags available. My notes is the one tag which I created, and UT is the another tag. Just by clicking that tag, I can have the articles which having the tag names. Unfortunately, that filtering and searching is not working. We'll see that can be fixed. Okay, I have selected, and yes, I have selected, and the articles whichever is having the specific tags gets appeared or filtered here. Select clear filters. Yes, it will take us to the library. So this is some of the functions of a reference manager. Maybe we can take up few questions, if any.
Yes. What do you mean by those green bullets in Mendeley?
Yeah, just now I have explained that the green bullets indicate whether we have read that or not. In Mendeley language, if green color is appearing, then we have not read that article or we have not opened that article. If no green color, then it means in Mendeley language, sign language, we have read that article.
Okay.
Yes.
The next question is, can you please mention what is the difference between Mendeley software and Mendeley desktop?
Now, Mendeley desktop already stopped by Mendeley in the year 2022. In September 2022, they have stopped. No updates is available. No more download is possible. If we are using Mendeley desktop, we need to migrate to Mendeley Reference Manager because Mendeley has stopped support for Mendeley desktop. So the latest version is named as Mendeley Reference Manager. Okay, thank you.
The next question is, do we have any subscription or premium after certain number of references?
To 2 GB space is given. Beyond that, we need to go for subscription. Subscription details I will share tomorrow. I think like any of us scholars, we want to have PDFs. I'm sure it may not go beyond 2 GB. But if that is the case, then we can look for subscription options.
How to cite multiple authors under one reference in Mendeley?
Tomorrow we will demonstrate that.
And I think I could answer this. Which is the best reference software in terms of ease of use and convenience? Yes.
That already we have given the comparison chart. We leave it to the user to decide on that.
And web importer extension added successfully but having issues in linking the files from the Google Scholar.
Yes, in my case also, I have tried 2-3 times. Only then it was working. Maybe because of internet connectivity or there may be some bugs. Yesterday, Mr. Hisa, the product manager from Mendeley, he was highlighting that point. Mendeley is migrating from Mendeley desktop to Mendeley Reference Manager. The Reference Manager as a software is very new and they are fixing lot of issues and day by day is getting improvised.
Shall we directly transfer the folder in the desktop to a new collection rather than selecting and moving?
Yes, because for the demonstration purpose, step by step I have gone. What we can do is first create a collection that is folder name, then import the articles whichever you have in your folder. Already if you are having folders, then folder by folder we can import into Mendeley. All articles in all the folders appear as all references. Yes, you can do.
Okay. I think the question is not clear. Can we arrange our references according to different sections of the paper?
No, different sections of a paper, that is really not clear.
Yes.
Maybe in the search, we can search for sample. When you say sample, then wherever the word sample appears, all those articles are getting listed. But the question, as Professor Mohan was telling, the question is not clear. Maybe tomorrow, or you can little bit elaborate on that. Thank you.
Sir, is it secured, the Mendeley app?
Yes, as I told you, maybe last 8-9 years I'm using. Maybe you can check for review. But for the latest version, review may not be good because they keep updating. But I have not faced or not come across any security issues. They are giving us cloud storage. Our article, because the database, whatever we have sold, Mendeley database, is from the scholars. Now, today, many of you are learning about Mendeley. Your research may be corporate governance. You add articles related to the corporate governance, and somebody else into psychological well-being. They add articles related to psychological well-being. And Mendeley from the database, they know whether it is open source article or we need to purchase the license. Our library will not be displayed to anybody, but the articles, depending on the keywords, will be displayed to any Mendeley users by the keywords. Then, if our article, whatever the article we have in our library is open source, then definitely it is available for others also to download. So right now, or at least in the recent past, I have not come across any security issues. Thank you.
When we create folder and add article and we want to delete these folders, all references will be removed from the reference or not?
Yes. When you delete the folder, the references also gets deleted.
Okay. Then lots of participants have asked us to repeat the process of browsing articles in Google Scholar and importing it to Mendeley.
Yes, that quickly I can demonstrate.
Yes.
Quickly.
That's all.
Yes. This is Google Scholar.